Welcome to the team call, everyone. It is September 7th, I believe, and we are blessed, very blessed, to have Tori Hill on here to share with us what's going on in your life and what LifeVantage has been doing to support and help. Like, we hear things, but we probably don't comprehend the magnitude of what the company is doing for the family. So Tori, jump on, share with us what's going on, how you're doing, what do you need? Is there anything we can do? I mean, we got lots of prayers going, but whatever we can do to support you, would love to hear it.
Thanks, Carrie. Hey, everybody. It's so good to see your faces. It really is. Excuse the mess. It's been some days. I know you have the generator in the back. I'm actually in the kitchen. You can see the refrigerator's pulled out. I got a little lamp on. I got my fan. I turned it off so you can hear me better. But I'm not in our room where the air conditioner is because my family's in there and everybody's eating supper right now. But I do want to paint a pretty picture for you. I really do. Out of all this bad that has happened to Louisiana, there's so much good. So my day started off last Thursday in Cabo. I wish I was back in Cabo, but I landed there. Thursday was fabulous. Thursday night was amazing. Friday, just being with corporate, being with the LifeVantage distributors. They were treating us like kings and queens. 5-star resort. I don't know if you saw what I was looking at out of my balcony, but it was a beautiful swimming pool with a beautiful beach. It was fabulous. That was Thursday and Friday. Woke up Saturday morning to a text from corporate. Your Monday flight has been rescheduled for 11 a.m. Saturday due to a hurricane heading here. It was heading to Cabo. So packed up my stuff, got super stressed. Got down to the lobby, got on my flight. Then I realized we have a hurricane coming here, but now it's bumped up to possibly a category 4. I woke up thinking it was a category 2. Category 2 hurricane is not so bad, but a category 4 is devastation. So I'm freaking out. I get to Dallas. All I want to do is be as close as I can to my family who's here in case they don't make it or they leave me. So American Airlines got me about an hour and a half away, spent the night at my parents', woke up the next day, talked to my family until we lost connection at midnight. At midnight on Sunday is when it got really, really bad here. Okay. And I want you to understand, we live in Hurricane Alley. We're used to it. Yeah, it scares us to death, but we're used to it, okay? But this hurricane was mean. She stuck around Homa for 7 hours. Category 4, it was 150 mile an hour gust, and 7 hours a tornado hit Homa. So needless to say, my family is safe. Everybody I love is safe. My home is standing. We have damage, but nothing like most homes here. Most homes don't have a roof on them. Like, it's, y'all, when I got home, I cried. I still cry every day because my town is not here. Everything you think is normal is not normal. I'm talking about brushing your teeth. I'm talking about going to the bathroom, finding bread at a grocery store, getting gas. Anything you think of is not normal here at all. But LifeVantage reached out to us. I'll never forget. God, I could cry. We were standing outside. I'm handing things to Tim while he's putting the tarps on the roof because it's fixing to pour again. Justin Rose calls. Tori, LifeVantage loves you guys. Anything you need, we're here. What do you need? And I just let them know. Generators, window units, it's 105 degrees. We need fans, we need bread, send eggs. Like you couldn't find it at the grocery stores, nothing. So the next day, Fred Graves drives up to my house. It was like Christmas morning. Everything we needed as LifeVantage distributors here in Houma was at my door, including funds to help us to survive. That all came from the Legacy program. It's still coming from the Legacy program. My phone hasn't stopped from all your Master Pro 10s, your Pro 9s, your 8s, your 7s. I can't even respond to them because I don't have time. It's the outpouring love from LifeVantage is nothing compared to anything else. I want you to get that clear in your heads. Pro Tandem is amazing. In our F2, we could change the world, but you cannot beat our culture. You cannot. Anything we need, they said. And Michelle Oborn, who's in charge of the Legacy program, called me and she said, Tori, give me a list. What is it you guys need? Now we have generators that take propane instead of gas. Well, you can't find propane now because everybody's trying to do that too. I got Fred Graves coming tomorrow with more gas, more propane, more food, more torps, anything we need. He walked in here with 40 fans that was distributed to all our LifeVantage distributors. 4 generators. Y'all, it was unbelievable. I couldn't talk. I was crying so much. And they're still calling. Tell us what you need. Tell us what you need. Our deductibles here are outrageous. You got people with trees in their homes. Shannon Boudreaux, Pro 6, 3 of her bedrooms are collapsed inside of her house. Melissa Terrio, a distributor, a tree went through one of her rooms. They are sending money to help these people. They are sending manpower to help remove because it costs so much money to get a tree lifted out of your house right now. People are taking advantage of us here. You know, instead of charging you $1,000 to take a tree out of a home, they're charging you $5,000. So LifeVantage is coming to our rescue. So if I could get anything clear to you, y'all, LifeVantage is our family. LifeVantage is our home. Okay? So it's up to us to share this because do you know how many people in Houma would love to have what we have because of LifeVantage? Think about it. There are people out there that still don't have fans. They don't have window. I am sitting here sweating in my kitchen because it's so hot. But I could walk in that room right after and be in an AC, a window unit. Not only that, Fred Graves said, I want you to sleep in your bed. Here's an extra window unit. Tim put it in our bedroom tonight. We've been sleeping on air mattresses. Tonight, we get to sleep. We actually get to sleep in our bed tonight. Y'all, because of LifeVantage. Okay, so let's go spread this to the world because people are praying for what we have. Culture, unity, family, love, support, right? I have never felt it more in my entire life. Tim and I are always the ones that go help other people. When Baton Rouge flooded, we were there first. LifeVantage helped those people. Now we're the ones receiving the love. What if one day it's you? What if one day a tragedy happens to you? Devastation where your town is gone. We can't go to a restaurant. We can't go anywhere. Everything is devastated. So I want you to realize that. What if it's you one day and LifeVantage comes to your rescue? Praise God. All glory goes to God that we're all here. We're alive. We're safe. I have a home that I can repair and live in. But thank God for LifeVantage. Thank God for all of you. Carrie, I'm going to wrap it up because when I tell you, I am soaking wet. I got to put this fan back on. It's so hot. It is. But I am blessed. I've never felt more blessed, more grateful, and more loved than I do right now. And I want you to know I love each and every one of you. Okay? So, Carrie, I'm going to turn it back off to you. I'm going to go with my family because that's where I need to be. Okay? Thank you, Carrie. Carrie, thank you for everything you're doing and helping. Carrie, without hesitation, anything you need, Tori. And I love you guys. You keep being who you are, okay? Bye.
Everybody unmute and give Tori some love. Give Tori some love. Everyone unmute.
We love y'all.
Hi,
Love
Tori.
y'all.
You, Tori. We love you.
Love
Take care.
you. Carrie, I'm going to stay on. That way I don't disconnect everybody. But I'm just going to get off the camera, okay? I love y'all. Thank you.
We love you,
Tori.
You are-
You're amazing. Thank you for being on, and thank you for sharing with all of us.
Thank y'all.
Let's take a minute. Does anyone have just a personal something you want to share with Tori right now? Well, we've got this opportunity. We don't want to take the whole call, but we might.
Tori, do you want to explain to everyone how they can help, like through Legacy? If there's people want to help.
Yes, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah,
do it.
the legacy program is in our back office. All you got to do is click on it, and I don't care if it's $1. Y'all, I promise you it's going to a LifeVantage distributor. And here's the thing, we're even helping people that haven't done anything in the business for years, because those people helped work and they helped build LifeVantage at one point, right? So we're givers, we give. So we're helping everybody that needs help. So it's the LifeVantage Legacy. It's in your back office.
And Tori, LifeVantage is also matching that, right?
Absolutely. Whatever is contributing, I could tell you right now, Carrie Dickey, she sent me a message. She said, I put a big old fat contribution, and she did. So everything is being matched by corporate.
Can I just add to that? They said today on the call that they would match until Friday. So let's all make sure that we donate and get everybody to donate by Friday.
I didn't know that. Thank
Good
you,
to know.
Ramona. I didn't know that either, because we're so disconnected because our service and our Wi-Fi is pretty slow. So thank you, Ramona.
Awesome. Thanks for bringing that up, Laurie. And yeah, if you haven't donated to Legacy, donate to Legacy. It's one little way that we can help and show our appreciation. So we're gonna jump into a little bit of training, mindset stuff. There's been a lot on mindset lately. Okay, all of the coaches for network marketing are talking mindset. Ray Higdon is huge on mindset right now. Now, I've just got a question. How many of you, when you listen, excuse me, when you listen to Ray Higdon, you go, this dude's not for me. He's maybe a little out there, maybe a little offensive. Anyone feel that way? Or think that's just him, he does it his way? I know he can rub people the wrong way, but I've seen a huge shift in him in the last little while. So I'm going to share some of his notes from a brief training that he did. And to give it credibility, how many of you have heard Mel Robbins?
Yep.
Okay, Mel Robbins. Bob Proctor, I'm going to share something from him today too. Mel Robbins has a lot of credibility. She speaks from her heart, but she doesn't pull any punches. And so I better check messages here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen. This is a short video clip by Mel, and I might play it a couple times. I want you to really listen carefully and see if anything in this video clip resonates with you. Okay.
No one's coming. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off. No one's coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise. Nobody's coming to write the business plan for you. It's up to you. It's your job to make yourself do the crap you don't want to do so you can be everything that you're supposed to be. And you're so damn busy waiting to feel like it. And you're never going to. You've got to parent yourself. You got to push yourself.
Could everyone hear that? Okay, I'm going to do it one more time. Listen carefully. If you need to take some notes, take some notes.
No one's coming. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off. No one's coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise. Nobody's coming to write the business plan for you. It's up to you. It's your job to make yourself do the crap you don't want to do so you can be everything that you're supposed to be. And you're so damn busy waiting to feel like it. And you're never going to. You've got to parent yourself. You got to push yourself.
Let's just open that up to discussion for a couple minutes. What are your thoughts when you hear that? Do you feel like she's speaking to you? Do you feel like you've...
Yeah, and she's right. She's right. Get that crap out of the way and get moving.
Just do it. No one else is going to do it for you. Okay. So really powerful, short message. Okay. And then I'm going to share some of my notes from what Ray trained on today. And he said, you can't stay who you are and get to where you want to go. You can't stay who you are right now and get to where you want to go. There's a lot of emphasis on working on yourself, improving yourself. I think a good test is if you meet with somebody that you haven't talked to in a year, 2 years, 3 years, and you share a conversation with them, and they, at one point in the conversation, it's like, wow, you've really changed. Like, wow, like in a good way. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because this new you is really cool. Or do you find yourself, if you meet up with some old friends that you haven't seen in a few years, and you're moving on an upward trajectory, and they're quite happy staying where they are, doing their 9 to 5, not changing, not growing? Or do you find yourself slipping back doing what they do when you're with them? So a few things to think about there. He has got a personal growth coach right now, and he shared a word that really, I haven't heard it used in this context before. And he said, we become so addicted to who we think that we are. So he says, analyze your goals, then analyze yourselves and say, I can't do that. So if we're looking at what we want to do and what we want to achieve, we look at who we are, and then it's like, I can't do that. You focus so hard on what you can't do that you can't move forward. It might be, well, I'm shy, I have a hard time talking to people. I can't do that because I'm shy and have a hard time talking to people. I can't do that because I don't know enough. I can't do that because, I don't have time. I can't do that. And the excuses just start piling up. And what we do is we identify ourselves to those excuses. And he says we identify so much, it's like an addiction. Because the first thing we'll do when times get hard or we're challenged to do something, we go back to the excuses. And so I found that really interesting. Have any of you found that if you're struggling, it's really easy to go back and, well, I can't do it because, or yeah, but you can do it, but I can't because. Any of you ever experienced that? I'll not hesitate to put my hand up. So you can start being who you truly are and go to where you really want to be. He suggested that everybody embrace this concept. A lot of people are embracing, if I want to get to here, I have to do things, like Mel said, that will get me to here. I'm not going to do the things that get me down here, but want this up here. What that does is it gives people a really good reason to quit. Okay, how many people do you know in this business that have worked for a little while, put in some effort, and then quit because they didn't get the results they wanted? I think we've all had lots of them, right? How many times have you felt like quitting because it's like, oh, this is so hard? You know, one of the biggest things we can do is to be consistent. But the truth is, we don't have to be held back by who you've been and who you think that you are. It doesn't matter what you've been through. It doesn't matter the hardships that you've endured. It doesn't matter the background that you've got, whether you're educated, uneducated. It doesn't matter what place you've come from. You can become who you truly are by letting go of those yeah buts. Yeah, but get rid of them. He went on quite strongly to say, because a lot of people, you know, hear this stuff. They hear, okay, if I want to get to here, I've got to do this, but, okay, there's that, but I don't have this, or but I don't have time, or but I don't have the money, or yeah, I really want to, but, you know, it's the excuses. And he said, there's a really simple way to get out of that, is just stop it. Just stop the buts. Okay, stop it. We don't have the support from our upline because we can't travel, or we can't do this, or we can't have home. So what? Just stop it. Stop. You can't put positive thoughts into your mind when you're convincing yourself why you can't do it. Positivity is a huge, huge thing. All of you know that being involved in network marketing is like a crash course therapy group. we can grow or we can quit. And I think that's what happens. And I would say somebody that's using the buts the whole way through is basically quitting. Because if you're not moving up, you're not moving forward, you're stagnant, you're going backwards. It's like, I don't believe there's such a thing as a fence sitter. I've had this discussion with other people on different topics. And you're either on one side of you're either going in a direction on the other side of the fence, or you're not. So a fence sitter is choosing not to move forward. So I talked about consistency. A big thing right now that I'm focusing on personally is persistence. Justin Prince did a training years back, and I still use the word today. He said, persist. Someone give me a definition. What does persist mean to you personally?
Stick to it and keep going.
Okay, stick to it and keep going. That's basically it, right? Stick to it and keep going. And Justin said, persist until. And that's the big word. Not persist and if or when, it's persist until you get to where you want to go. And so if I were to ask another hard question, there's finishers in this world, there's starters, There's those that start and don't finish. There's those that start and finish. There's those that barely start and don't finish. How hard is it when you start something to work your way through and complete it to finish? It's hard, isn't it? Right? See, we've been trained not to do that. Most people have been trained when it gets hard, you stop and you change and do something else. What if it's reaching out to, say, 5 people a day on social media, starting 5 conversations? Our leaders would say, persist until. What we do is we persist for 3 days, 4 days, maybe even a week. And then this isn't working, let's try something else. So it's that consistency, it's persisting through whatever's coming at you. Now, how many of you could stick to something for 30 days, no trouble? Something really hard. A few of you. If you can learn to persist, you'll get whatever you want in your life. Part of a coaching program I'm in right now, every day we take a famous, somebody famous, could be an athlete, a musician, an actor, a politician, and look at what are their qualities. How did they get to be as good as they are? They persisted and never stopped. It's a common theme with all of them. Common theme with us is we don't persist. We do a little bit and change. Accountability is a great thing. We have DMOs, we have things set up that if we were to do that every day for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, we would see results that would blow away any results we've already had. But typically what happens is we do it for a little bit and then we detour. The old story comes out, who we think we are. Well, we can't do that, or that's not working. It's persist until, and you will see amazing things happen. How many of you like Bob Proctor and what he teaches? Bob Proctor said, if you struggle with starting and stopping, or starting and not finishing, like you're not a finisher, you do things for a little bit and then you go back. He said, he makes a promise that if you read chapter 9 in Think and Grow Rich, and that chapter is on persistence, he said, if you read that out loud every day for 30 days, you will never quit another thing in your life. You will take everything you do to the end. So, Laurie and I are on day 4. It is not easy. I don't want to be reading it. But we made a commitment and accountability around it. But if we don't do it, it's going to cost us. And so part of setting commitments and being persistent, we talked about this last week, is have people that will help hold you accountable to what you're doing. So our time is up. I've got all sorts of notes here. I hope that maybe you just saw or heard something that maybe tweaked a different part of your brain that wants to help you move in a little different direction. But the truth is, I believe in every single one of you. Every single one of you can be exactly who you were meant to be. All you got to do is get rid of the old story of who you think you are. The who you think you are that start sentences with but is not the true you. So I hope everyone has a great week. For my team, Mike Dufour, Evelyn Barth won the incentive. We did the wheel draw. They've got some cool products. We're going to do, for my team, we're going to do this again. Okay, we're going to do it again this month. So if and when you enroll a customer or a distributor, your name will go into the wheel, and we're gonna have some more products to give away on a draw. So have fun with that. I know Tori we were talking about it, but then then life happened and things went absolutely crazy. So have fun, share, share, share. Remember, you can be who you were meant to be, not who you think you are. So have a great night, everyone, and we'll see you all soon. Tori, we love you, and have a great night. Stay cool in your bedroom. It's exciting, and take care, everyone.
Thank you, Carrie. Thanks, Tori.
Thank you.
Thank you.